Zubairu stepped forward, but the cave had one last trick. The floor shifted, the plate cracked, wall began to close in like jaws. Strength alone could not save him now. In the time when the king ruled with wisdom and might, two great nations stood divided by the Lake of NwaMiri. To the south, Amakre, a land of fertile valley and gentle rains. To the north, Gidan Daji, where the rock whispered old songs and warriors carved their names in stone. Two mighty kings, one sacred prize and an ancient challenge that would decide the fate of the Isles of Iri. As the drum of dawn echoed, King Obadele of Amakre and King Zubairu of Gidanjina stepped into the lake, each in a lone carved canoe. Their paddles cut through the water like blades through silk. No words, no fanfare, just the silence of two men chasing destiny. But the Lake NwaMiri gathered its secrets well. By midday, a white mist crept over the water, coiling and whispering like ancestral spirits. Obadele stayed his course, compass in his hand. Zubairu rode faster, chasing shadows that looked like his rivals or perhaps ghosts. At the farthest isle, they found it, the cave that breathed, the mouth of Olowa, carved into stone like the mouth of a giant serpent. Its breadth was cold and thick with secrets. Obadele lit his torch with reverence. Zubairu dove into the darkness like a storm chasing thunder. Inside the cave, stone groaned and shifted. The walls moved. The paths changed. Rock trembled from the ceiling. Obadele ducked just in time. Zubairu, leaping, grabbed a vine above a pit that had swallowed many before him. The cave was not just stone, it was alive. Deeper in, Zubairu wandered through the chambers that all looked the same. Walls whispered his name. Footsteps echoed that weren't his. Obadele faced straight paths, one direct but crumbling, two long but steady. Wisdom or risk? The cave, it seemed, was asking questions. Just as despair began to grip Zubairu, he saw it, a flickering of golden light through a narrow crack in the stone, the Sunstone. With renewed strength, he pressed through the gap, heart pounding like tribal drums before battle. In a grand cavern, the Sunstone paused atop a pedestal. Zubairu stepped forward, but the cave had one last trick. The floor shifted, plates clicked, walls began to close in like jaws. Strength alone could not save him now. From a hidden overlook, Obadele saw it all: the walls, the trap, the constellation etched in stone above the pedestal. He shouted, his voice echoing through the chamber, "Zubairu! The stars! Follow the stars!" Zubairu listened, each ties his steps on the march a stair in the sky. One by one, the deadly puzzle began to surrender. The walls froze. Silence returned. A man of strength, saved by wisdom, saved by a voice of wisdom. The king stood face to face, bathed in the light of the sunstone. No longer rivals, no longer divided by lake or land, but joined by fire, challenge, and survival. They reached for the stone together, and he welcomed them both. Side by side, they paddled back across the great lake. The mist has lifted. The water was calm. And between them sat the Sunstone, a glowing, not as a prize, but as a promise. The people gasped as the king stepped ashore together. No victor, no conquest, just unity. The Sunstone lifted above their heads as drum roared, voices sang, and the two nations became one. A temple rose in the largest isles, where the Sunstone now rests, not under guard, but in celebration. Dancers, drummers, storytellers gathered, reminding all that true power lies not in war, but in wisdom shared. And so, under starlit skies and near crackling fires, the tale lives on. The Sunstone Challenge, a story not of victory, but of vision, not of might, but of mind, united, and in every whisper of the wind, the caves still echo. Together we rise.